What's going on, everybody? It's Kyle here, aka The Woodshed, bringing you guys another Clash of Clans video. Today we are doing something a little differently. This is something you guys have seen before, but only from certain town halls. Today we are doing the best attack strategies for Townhall 9. Now there's going to be something a little different about this. One, and most importantly, this actually might be the only point. We're not using dragons. That's the only caveat here. So I'm going to have an air attack for you. One that I like to use a lot called, I call it just Go Hog. It's golems, hogs, wizards. Relatively simple, straightforward to the point. A little hard to get used to if you're not used to hogs and their pathing. Or using heroes that extensively, because at Townhall 9 is where heroes start to get a little stronger. And then the second example I'm going to show you is going to be La Lune, which is a super popular attack, especially at the higher town halls. If you can master La Lune, do that, because you can use that at every town hall from Town Hall 9 to 15. So if you can get that down, please, please, please do. But we're going to jump into our first example, given to us by nobody else but Beast. So we're going to cut to that. Alright, so we are here where our good friend, good lord, Beast, already just getting straight into it. Oh my god. Let's back out of that. Jesus, we need a second. So we are here on a Town Hall 9, not a completely maxed base, but truth be told, not far away from it, given that the only thing that looks like it's not maxed, at least at a glance, is heroes and walls. Everything else is like it's max level, so this is a great example. So you'll notice he has 2 lava hounds, he has 10 minions. The minions are mainly just for cleanup. You don't even need that many if you really don't want. I guess a 10's just a nice even number he likes. 28 loons, and he also has a poison and a lava hound in the clan castle. The higher level lava hound, just for the sake of actually being able to, well, take a little bit more damage. So what he's going to do here from the start, he's actually going to zap out the air defense and that queen, which is going to be really nice for him going forward. So now he's only got to worry about 3 other air defenses. You'll also notice before he starts getting into this too much, you'll also notice his spell choice was he had the 4 lightnings, so he could take out a couple targets like that. Getting the archer queen and the excuse me, and an air defense down in 1 is just kind of a no-brainer, though, to be honest. The queen is going to be one of the biggest things that can really start to kind of tear through a lava hound, at least at the higher levels. At 13 it might not have been that big a deal. He also picked a rage, 2 haste. Those are mainly just to move the balloons through the base to help a lot with the time. We also have a freeze spell in case something starts really just tearing away at him. Also for the sweepers, I assume. I haven't seen this replay yet. And a poison for clan castle or the king, whichever one he ends up needing. And you'll see this one actually doesn't take that long. There's only 1 minute 20 seconds left on the replay for when he starts putting everything down. He's going to put 1 lava hound on each air defense. He's going to put a whole bunch of balloons behind him. And he's actually just going to kind of let him work through. He's going to put the clan castle hound down on the side. He's going to start to kind of haste those through there so he can take out some more of the air defenses a little bit quicker. And you can see his balloons are just going through. He's still got a lava hound alive. That should have been that one from the clan castle. He's actually going to freeze the wizard tower. Now, splash defenses like the wizard tower are actually a big problem for attacks like this. But you see, he did that. He got that no problem. He also used his archer queen over here to take out another wizard tower. And then it's just a matter of time with his balloons to clean up. I mean, that was perfectly executed. I mean, it couldn't have been much better than that if you want to. And you see, he's just using his minions down here and over here for cleanup. At La Lune at the higher levels, one of the first things you do have to worry about is time. At Town Hall 9, I've noticed between Beast and Kareem, you don't have that issue nearly as much. So I am a huge fan of this strategy if you can figure it out and use it this effectively. Do it every time. Beast in some of these wars has even been taking on Town Hall 10s with it. So more power to him, right? But a beautiful 3-star, and we are going to skip ahead now to something a little bit different, a little bit more in my wheelhouse. Go Hog. Alright, so we are here taking a look at another attack on a Town Hall 9. This one, very much like the last one, is essentially max except for walls. I don't believe that bomb tower's max. And the heroes aren't max. And so this is Go Hog. So I always use 3 golems. Very often I debate, do I need 3? Could I get away with 2? Probably. Use some more cleanup. So you can kind of play with that. You can run 2 golems, run some extra wizards, a couple more wall breakers if you needed to. And I actually do this one without a queen too, even the more, I don't want to say impressive because this attack is pretty consistent when you figure it out. So what you want to identify with this attack specifically is one, the heroes and the clan castle. And you want to be able to lure out the clan castle and get rid of one of the heroes. My preference is always to get rid of the archer queen. So what I do with this attack strategy is I lay down golems on one side. Again, like with most attacks, I'm going to lay it down on one entire flat side, right? So I'm going to lay down the golems. I'm going to lay down a couple wall breakers. You'll notice I always lay down one first just to kind of test. Once I do that, I throw in my handful of wizards and my barbarian king behind all that. My barbarian king and my wizards will actually go attack the queen while the queen is attacking my golems, which is just huge. That I can keep as much health on my king as possible. Now, I will note this is something that's suited better the higher level your heroes are, because you're asking more from your heroes, which at Townhall 9 is not something it's not easy to consistently get from them. Like it is at some of the higher town halls, especially while you're still learning their pathing. I mean, this is your first town hall with the archer queen, for Christ's sakes. Although I guess in this attack I don't necessarily have it. You'll notice I'm funneling all my hogs up here at the top. I have 20 hogs plus 6 in my clan castle that are higher level. I actually put down the rage up here on top of the hogs. That is almost never necessary. Normally what I do is I'll actually use the rage spell to help my heroes and those handful of wizards get through the opponent heroes. That's normally what I use it for. But because there's a wizard tower and a cannon up here, which again are the 2 most deadly things, along with the bomb tower, against hogs. So those are one of the first things that I want to be able to address. The fact that I can fly through them is amazing. The hogs split up a little more than I would have liked, that's for sure. I put down my poison spell. I use my poison spell on basically every one of these attacks, and what I'm using it for is essentially just to slow down the king. I'm not expecting to get any value and actually hurt the king. I'm just trying to slow him down. I'm putting down a freeze spell on top of that wizard tower, which that could have been much better placed because they didn't even go that way. I thought they were going to direct that way. So that's a little on the sad part for sure. Giant bomb going off on top of some of my hogs, but I still have plenty of hogs left. I have a couple of golems in the center, which are kind of pathing around because the hogs are running over, killing everything. But everything will go down with that last wizard tower and that archer tower. My hogs will turn onto that barbarian king, level 17 barbarian king. Take him out, and then the rest will be history. It's just going to be a matter of cleanup. Which is why I say you can substitute one of the golems for a couple extra wizards if you wanted to, because you notice I still have all 3 of my golems. They didn't even shatter into golemites. So that's another big attack strategy, and that's my personal favorite for Townhall 9, and it's super consistent, and I absolutely love it. So, I wasn't going to show you a second replay of Lawloon, but Beast just shared this against a completely, good God almighty Jesus, Beast. Slow down with these starts of these attacks, man. So Beast is doing another Lawloon, this time with no heroes, against a completely maxed out base. Now with Lawloon, similar to some of the higher attack strategies like with Skyburn and things like that, one of the most important things you're going to want to watch out for is air sweepers. Air sweepers are both pointed on the bottom. Beast has this entire bottom section to play with right over here. And that's exactly what he's going to do. And like I said, I'm sorry to show you guys a second Lawloon instead of something else, but I mean, this really needs to be the attack strategy that we're teaching people, especially at Townhall 9, because if you can figure this out at 9, you can figure it out at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then people like you guys can put schmoes like me and keep me down at 5,600 trophies and keep me out of the top 200 in the USA. That's what you guys should be trying to do. We're going to go forward here, though. He's going to actually zap out, again, the queen and the air defense. Perfect value down there. That's absolutely amazing. There's not a whole lot more you can ask for. He doesn't have to worry about the sweepers. At this point, he might be looking for the sweepers going, where the hell are they? Oh, they're all the way up there. He throws in his 3 lava hounds. He throws down a mess of balloons. And this is just how strong balloons are. He doesn't even have to rage them out or haste them through this first part. He's going to just for the sake of comfort. But he really doesn't even have to. At least not right there he didn't. Especially with one of those X-bows on ground like it was. I mean, This base never stood a chance. I hate to say it, but he was just going to flatten it no matter what. They didn't have, with those sweepers pointed out like that. I mean, he even freezed one of the sweepers just for good measure to make sure he could get rid of one of the sweepers, so it wouldn't hold him off at all. The lava pups are there helping clean up. He's throwing the minions down on the bottom. And he just absolutely obliterates this base. I mean, Lalunian, technically, since he's using the minions, I mean, this is just way too strong the way he's using it. He even has a poison that he could swag. He could have used that on their queen. He could have used that on clan castle troops to help take care of them. Clan castle troops do make this attack strategy a little harder. Do not get me wrong. You would need to be able to use your heroes to lure out. Once you lure out their clan castle, you would need to use your heroes to actually be able to take them out. But I mean, he absolutely crushed it with this attack. This should be something that, and you can tell just by there's still a lava hound. There was a lava hound left. I don't know if there still is. There is. There's the one he got in the clan castle. There's still a handful of balloons. All his minions and some lava pups left over. I mean, that was just an absolutely amazing attack by him. But that will do it for our Townhall 9 attack strategy. Best attacks for 2023. I did leave out, like I said, Zap Dragons. Lightning spells and dragons are super simple. Everybody can do it. So I wanted to show you guys something a little different for sure, because we almost never use it. At least here on the Woodshed 2 from the feeder side here, where we have all of our Townhall 9s. We almost never use it. But I hope you guys actually enjoyed, learned something from this. And if you did, make sure you drop a comment and let me know what you learned and how this helped you out. I hope you guys all give it a try. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other kind of tutorials you want to see in the future. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks, everybody.